the Superman budget has been revealed. All right, so the first topic, like I said, the Superman budget has been revealed. So the first, I guess, little like step of this news wise is that Superman budget was revealed to be 225 million. So let's start right there. Okay, there's another bit of it as well, but 225 million, which is way lower than some people were saying. Like there was for a while, for the last I think few months or so, there was a rumored budget going on that was debunked, but it came back around a few days ago, right before this actual one came out, which is, you know, this one seems more accurate. But yeah, it was they're saying it was like 350, 360 million dollar budget. Like, whoa, that is insane. And to be honest, I'm not sure if that was including marketing or not. I doubt it was including marketing, because usually I think these numbers, when they get released, they don't include marketing. Yeah, that's what it was. And then we're like, what the hell, is insane. We're like, that's kind of worrisome, to be honest. Okay, because that makes it like it wouldn't be one like keep in mind, Mission Impossible, that had all like a whole bunch of stuff with production happen, etc. But that movie had a $400 million budget, budget. Sorry, it blew into that much, and that was considered what was the highest, the most expensive Hollywood movie of all time, or it was almost. So 350 million, 360 would be like getting up there. You know what I mean? And especially when you're trying to make like breaking even, there would be, you know, let's say more difficult. But yeah, besides the point. Finest 225 million, 225 million is relief. So that means there's more breathing room to actually become profitable. Okay, that's what it means. And also, we found out that the budget is the same as Man of Steel. So I didn't notice. So I'm guessing what this means is that the budget for Man of Steel is also 225 million exactly, which is like insane. Like, what are the odds of that? There's I know there's probably people that are as triggered about this, to be honest. Yeah. There's always gonna, you know, everyone's gonna just get triggered at whatever, so, or people are just gonna get triggered at whatever, and this will probably trigger some fan bases, which is unfortunate, but yeah, sadly, just how it is nowadays. The budget wise, that's pretty good, honestly. Like, I don't know, I thought it would have been like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's about right nowadays, because the budgets are like the Hollywood budget, studio budgets are absolutely insane. Like, they need to finally get that down, because if you think about it, the higher the budget is, the more like it trickles down, so everyone else has to pay more. The theaters have to up their prices for tickets, and then we have to pay more for tickets. Anyways, it goes like that, so they can recoup their money, essentially. So just having more reasonable budgets, it's helpful for everyone, honestly. But yeah, for the marketing, like I said, I don't think the marketing's in this, but I'm guessing the marketing has to be at least 100 million, right? Like, you've seen the marketing already, and like they said, they were taking the marketing up like the last few weeks, especially up until the movie's gonna release now. Like, if you saw, they're doing stuff during the NBA playoffs. They also, what else do they do? There's everywhere. Like you see it on YouTube. James Gunn himself is posting like about it as much as he can. It's just everywhere. Like, honestly, like I can't just not see it. I can't just, you know, not see it. Pretty much is what I'm saying. And also, we know that with it's pretty expensive. That's what I'm trying to say. One insider says that it will make profit with anything over 500 million at the global box office. So that's the first part. So I'm pretty sure the rule of thumb is, generally speaking, like whatever your budget is, so in this case 225 million, and you multiply that by 2.5 to, I think, was it break even or make profit? I forget. But let me just do that real quick. Times 2.5. That's 562 million. I think that was the general rule of thumb. But yeah, like whatever, anything over 500 million. Man of Steel made what? I think somewhere like 600 maybe. And we saw what the early tracking numbers were for James Gunn Superman, and it's looking like it could be like it could make a lot of money. Let's say that. Okay, a lot of money, more than we like it could come to close to $1 billion. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's what it kind of seemed like. But those early tracking numbers, like I said, they kind of have a caveat to them, because they're not based off actual ticket sales, because those aren't out yet. They're based off of like social media hype, and as we know, a lot of different stuff there with social media hype. Like, we see times where it gets talked about, but then no one shows up, or times where no one talks about it, but it's still making bread. Like, it's just kind of weird. Okay, but I think this movie, like, it's like, if you get outside the bubble, you'll see that, like, just even the normies, they're very excited for this movie. Compared to Marvel stuff, they're way more excited for this, and like willing to actually show up for this, which will obviously help them. But yeah, I think they'll easily make 500 million. I think that's pretty safe to say. Like, I don't think this movie's gonna bomb. Which my opinion wasn't like that. I thought at one point I did think the movie would bomb, because I was kind of worried about it, to be honest. But ever since, my opinion's changed. Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna bomb. 500 million is very doable, especially the movie is made for the, you know, comic fans. man, you're gonna get it. It's gonna work, okay? That's what the rumors are. That's literally comic fans, like, like it's like a a love dream for them, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's good. So, but to be considered a success with fans, it needs to make 700 million. So they make profit 500 million. Okay, so that's like, if they do that, that's like, okay, fine. At least we didn't lose anything. Okay, which is still like a minor W, I guess. But if they want to actually, yes, 500 million is making profit, which is probably like a little bit of profit. But then to be considered a success, so that means probably like above what they're projecting internally. That's 700 million. And if this movie makes 700 million, that's a pretty good amount. I'm not gonna lie, that's a huge win. I think Warner Brothers, David Zaslav, they should be absolutely just like, if it makes 700 million, that's a huge W. They should be celebrating, bro. Get the champagne bottles out. It's like, yeah, that's a huge W. And then if you guys say somehow they make like upwards to $1 billion, okay, close to $1 billion, if not $1 billion. Bro, I don't know what's gonna, bro. Give James Gunn the Supermax, okay? You see these NBA players, the deals that they get, bro. Give James Gunn the Supermax. Give Peter Safran Supermax, bro. Give both of them the Supermax. Like, bro, that'll be absolutely insane. And I'm not gonna rule it out anymore. Like, there's just been too much ridiculous stuff that I've seen over the years to where like I can't even rule out anything anymore. Like, wouldn't it be insane if Superman made more than Jurassic World, Rebirth, whatever it's called? Because those are surefire $1 billions. Yeah, this is pretty good news. I'm just happy the budget wasn't as much as was being like reported before, which was false. So 225 million, you can, with that budget, you can do a lot in terms of box office actually being like successful. And yeah, okay, so I was right. Okay, I see the next point, which is 560 million would be the break-even point. So it was kind of like, okay, so that's what it was. The budget times the 2.5 is the break-even point. So I was right about that. Yeah, I think they can easily break even. I actually think that's pretty easy, because say they make like 300 million opening weekend, which is possible. We're talking about worldwide. They can within 2 weeks. I think they can do that, right? Within 2 weeks. And yeah, I mean, yeah, within 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, bro. Even more. I think even by the end of week 2, it's possible. And the next thing is that outside of anything Batman related, DC will most likely wait to react to how Superman performs before deciding which superhero to tackle next. Greenlighting Supergirl may seem risky, but it extends the new universe and shows a commitment to the brand. Yeah, I know some people were like, why did they? Okay, if they're going by this like logic, why did Supergirl get? Why the Greenlight Supergirl before Superman even got like released to see how that performs, right? And it's because you still need to have some stuff in your slates before, because otherwise then you're gonna have weird gaps where you just don't have anything for a long time, and it's gonna do like momentum's huge. That's what I'm trying to say. You still need like some things still. But yeah, I'm just glad they didn't like. The key point is that they didn't do anything with, like, they didn't choose any, or James Gunn didn't choose any heroes from like to have solo movies in the DCU that had them previously in the DCU, because then people are gonna get, because a lot of people probably don't even know about that. Okay, if we're being honest, a lot of, like, it might seem insane because we're in this bubble, but a lot of people probably don't even know about the whole difference between the DCEU and the DCU. So then people are just gonna automatically assume, oh, it's this, and then there's gonna have negative connotation, and then it's gonna just derail a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, it's fresh in terms of like live action. Yeah, it's fresh, and generally speaking, from what I've seen, seems like people like Supergirl quite a bit, so it works out. It's a win. And also, you got the relation to Superman, so it's like, it's not far off. And it's a nice little, different thing, honestly. So it's good. And literally, what we're hearing about the movie is kind of insane. We're hearing really good things about it. And as you know, Lobo's in it. Jason Momoa, who previously played Aquaman. Yeah, it's going to be sick. But yeah, the first part was that outside of anything Batman related, DC will most likely wait to react to how Superman performs before deciding on which superhero to tackle next. So I don't quite remember what after Supergirl, what the next movie is. Like, I know Lanterns comes out, but like, as well, but I don't know what the next actual movie is after Supergirl, because yeah, they're still taking it as like James Gunn. He's still taking it like, we're gonna first get the script going, find some people attached to the project, and then greenlight it. That pretty much the main thing is first having a script. So yeah, we'll see. But I think I think Superman's gonna destroy it, to be honest. Like, I'm thinking about it more and more. I think the 700 million is becoming more realistic, I feel like. Okay, I think they're gonna easily break even. The 700 million is not too far off from that. I think that's a good amount. Do I think they'll make $1 billion? No, but I'm still not crossing it out. But still, with that, if 700 million, like I said, bro, get the champagne balls going. Come on. They're definitely gonna announce a whole bunch of stuff. And I saw people speculating that, oh, they might announce like a Superman 2, right before Superman releases. I'm not too sure about that because that would just go against this. But if they announce it after like the first week or two of it being out, that would be that'd be cool. And also, I saw another one. Oh, bro, I'm forgetting the name of it. There's another one that they're thinking of doing. They just need Superman to be a success. Oh my god, bro, I'm forgetting. It's based off of like another like elite comic run. Oh my god, bro. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Someone in the comments, let me know. Because you guys have been clutch up in the comments, bro. Every time I don't know something, every time I make a mistake, you guys clutch up. I appreciate it so much. But if you know, you know. Yeah, Batman related. As far as that, I think the SD or San Diego Comic Con, that's gonna have Batman stuff. I think they might announce Batman there. Well, we'll see, but that makes sense. Batman's like their second biggest, or arguably the biggest, bigger than Superman in terms of box office, if you think about it that way, which is maybe kind of surprising. But I mean, yeah, that makes sense. So let me know what you think about that down below. And there's one more thing. Also, you got to keep in mind the fact that just Warner Bros. In general, David Zaslav, they just have to be very careful because, man, the state. If you know the state of the company is just it's on the brink. So literally, Superman has to clutch up. Superman is literally like make or break for their entire their company, man. We know how down bad David Zaslav has been. Okay. But yeah, like the whole brand's here, and it makes sense. You don't want to just keep on writing blank checks, or kind of like just keep on writing checks for stuff that like is gonna just greenlighting stuff and then canceling it eventually before you even have you got it. Like that's why what James Gunn's thinking, his process, the script and everything, first having it process before you actually commit to it. Okay, that's how it should be. You should have a plan first, not just greenlighting stuff and having nothing, and then having it to be like a Blade situation where. Yeah, what a mess that is, and also just burning through money. That's the thing. This way, you don't burn through money. You actually have a plan. And it works for, obviously, James Gunn and Dave Zaslav. It makes sense to me. Let me know the thing down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace.